You know, made in China can only go so far. The tube of stuff cracked. Seriously? I haven't even had this long. The other 2, 3, 4 tubes I've had over the years have never cracked. So now when you squeeze it, it wants to squeeze out over here instead of the little nozzle. Anyways, we'll make the best of it. Put that over there. We have some tape to remove because apparently duct tape is good for everything. So we have some duct tape here. If there was only a clear end, you know, then I'd know where to, there. Now what good is that going to do? If you don't have a piece over this, what's the point of putting the tape on? A circle of tape. Oh, he won't know. Like, I don't get it. What about the rubber plugs? You know, why don't they just get plugs that fit it? You know, and just do that. Wouldn't that be better than friggin' duct tape? I think so. Okay. So this is good. This is the new fitting because the old one was cracked and they had to put in a whole thing. It's the new union. So that was a whole ordeal from last year. There's tall grass in the way and that, of course, but whatever. Here's another one we're going to take off. You see, of course, how the winter wasn't that bad. Not too nice. Checking to see if there's an O-ring left on the duct tape, but there's not. And there is an O-ring in there, so that's good. And this one, that's just in an awkward spot. There we are. Ah, look at that. The O-ring is coming along for the ride. The all-important O-ring must go back in. Okay, so we have an O-ring there, an O-ring there, and an O-ring there. This does not, which is correct. And now the hard part of muscling the pump into place. So let me get that now, and I'll see if I can get that situated in here. Got a few things to put in here, such as the sight glass. So while I still have access back here, more tape on that. This has a washer in it. It's just a regular hose washer. This is glass. So don't over tighten it and don't drop it. Just in snug. That's it. Perfect. We'll get out of here. And we have some other stuff to put in. We have to put the plug in the chlorinator. So I'm just going to get a coin out of my pocket. I'm going to use a thin dime. Don't worry, your dime will be returned at the end of this call. Of course, a lot of you don't even know what the hell that means. But anyway, this just screws in. This particular plug is not tapered threads, they're straight threads, and it has a washer, if you can see that, a rubber washer. So we should be able to just lift that up. It looks like there's a little schmutz in there. I just want to blow it out. That's better. So we'll lift that up. Go ahead and thread that in. Don't cross thread it, because otherwise you will be in for a very bad time. Don't use a wrench on these fittings, even though it looks like you can. A coin is fine. That's it. That's in and tight. And that's all we're going to do with that. Two more things to put in. We got to put the gauge in. And here's some more tape. Nothing else in here. Some people put new Teflon on the threads. I've never had a problem with this ever leaking. So that's not necessary for me for whatever reason. You just screw this in until the face of it is readable and it's tight. It's a little bit more right there. That's just about perfect. Now one more thing is the plug at the bottom. This has an O-ring on it. And apparently it's cracked, so I'll probably need to get a new one like pretty soon. I don't know if you can see this little edge is cracked. So that's nice. Maybe it'll leak, but it won't be detrimental, and I may have another plug. The O-ring is key, and that looks to be serviceable. So I could always get that, get the grass out of that, and go ahead and screw this in. That's fine. That made a nice, rubber sound when it went down. So that's in good. Now we have to muscle the pumps in there, and that's never any fun. Okay, take the pump, put it in over here. That out of the way. Now I have to tip it. Because of these John and Bobby characters, we'll put the pump in place and build the plumbing around it. I can shove it back in there. I don't know where it's going to give me the best angle. I think in here. Tricky this here. There. That's more like it. There it is. Right into place. Perfect. Okay. So, we come back out. And check. Yes, the front of the pump has an O-ring, so we're good with that. Everything is good in the front, the back. Not so much. And because of this new fitting, everything sticks out just a little bit more than it used to. So, I don't know how they actually got this in place. I know they had to like bend it and move it, kind of. Let me just get these out of the way. Put the cover over here. Yeah, just making sure the basket is in right. for what it's worth. And get some fluoride. See if I could squeeze some out without it squeezing out of the tube. Ah, there we go. Put some fluoride on here. I really don't know how to do this, because it ain't gonna move by itself, so this is gonna be fun. Let me just clean the crap from my hands for a minute. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad after all. Just a little bit more, add a little bit more wonkiness. Shove this over. This fitting is brand new, so I'm not going to put any crap on it. Turn it backwards, get the threads lined up. There it is. Man, when this thing is new, this is like butter, man. Right in. Hand tight, no wrench. Not gonna wrench it. This one has a lot of dirt in the threads. Older plastic, so it gets like porous, if you will, like little holes in it. Okay, that'll do. Let me get the cord that I had taped up out of there. Do that. And I'll have to pull it from the back. So I guess I'll have to do that now. There it is. That. Send it through there. There. Okay. Piece of top for whatever reason that I just found. Now we have to get the Polaris in. So that's out of the way. This one isn't anywhere near as bad. It's also a lot less heavy. And the cord is also in a lot better condition than the main pump. So this one, I just sort of get in here like that. something out of the way. There. Whoa, easy there. Okay, this has to go. What the hell happened here? Oh. Well, I put a cable tie around this to keep, I don't know if you can see this, to keep these union joints up. But apparently, somehow, maybe the pull dick had lifted this using that, and that pulled the cable tie up above this coupler, so it's stuck in there, and I have to cut it off. Alright, I got a pair of wire cutters. Sure, why cut clean through? There. See that? Much better. I'm sure that was an accident. Maybe it was a bad design on my part. Now we have another black cable tie to add to that one I found. But now that that's down, everything is going to mate up a lot nicer. We can move it in place. There he is, right there. This shouldn't need any fluoride. Okay, that's started. This needs a little like that. Waiting for this one to go. That's going to be fun. Okay, that one hand tight. Yeah, okay. And this one. Oh. All right, so now I need this wire to just untangle itself, and I'll run it over here. It gets plugged in down here. Has a twist lock plug, twist, and then the idea is there's a knockout in the cover, and it's supposed to go in, and it's supposed to snap on, and it doesn't, and then it will, and then it'll pop open later, and all kinds of good stuff, but it's in. So there's that. The other one goes in here. So I have that right here. This comes up. Plugs, turns. Boards in. All right. So now we have a couple other last minute things, and then we can start doing things. For some reason, every pull dick has a different idea of how this is supposed to go. So this one this year, first of all, gave me a hard time about blowing out the solar. So we don't blow that out, sir. Well, you've done it for the last 10 years. Well, that's not covered as part of our, I said, all right, how much you need? So he's like, well, the thing is, sir, we can't guarantee that. I said, you're not going to guarantee anything fucking anyway. If the shit breaks over the winter, I'm going to call you, and I'm going to tell you, hey, the solar's leaking from everywhere. And you're going to come and you're going to charge me. And then I'm going to say, hey, no, you close the system. even if I paid, if they offered a service to close the solar, they'd still say, oh, well, you need a valve, sir. That's $75. It's going to be an hour's labor, so that's going to be another $1.30, blah, blah. So I said, just blow the fucking thing out. I didn't have to pay him anything either for that. So hopefully this valve will turn. Okay. Good. That wasn't too bad. So there's that. And I do have two other valves that never have been shut off, that they shut off. And if you try to tell them, hey, that's not, doesn't need to be closed. Well, I need to be thorough. I had one dick do that one year. He was the boss. Right. Okay. These have been turned in the last, oh, maybe 3 or 4 years. Sharky 626 and I did it. So let's hope. These are really scabby. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, that should not be turned. I have a picture of what these valves used to look like when I moved in. Let me put that in here. Yeah, this is what they look like now. So let's try this one now. Come on. Oh. Oh. Fucking bastards. All right. These valves are open. We're going to leave all the rest of the return valves closed. Everything else as is. All of the plumbing connections have been made, hand tight. All of the electrical connections have been made, and ancillary valves that didn't need to be closed have been opened. So that's going to do it for this part. In the next part, we'll see if this damn thing actually works. Stay tuned for that.